Hi everyone, I hope you are doing well. So today I'm making a little video for those who have gone through a spiritual awakening and are looking to step into their purpose. So this video is actually going to help you identify when it might be the right time to make the shift, along with 3 things that can actually help you in terms of discovering what your purpose might be, what might be more aligned with who you want to become as you transition out of your current lifestyle, your current timeline, into your new one. Now, first off, to answer, when do you know that it's actually time to leave behind your old identity to move towards living from your purpose? Well, the answer to that is going to really lie within you in terms of how you are observing the world around you. Let's say you are losing passion for the work that you did, something that you've kind of spent a lot of time doing and you thought it was great. But now, after your spiritual awakening, you are having a hard time connecting with the work that you do. If you're looking at the people around you and feeling like, oh my God, everybody's working like machines, and this is not how I want to work anymore because the pace is not, aligned anymore with who you're becoming, then that is a very good sign that you need to shift out of what you are doing. And the reason for that is that when you go through a spiritual awakening, you are killing off the ego, moving away from that old identity, and you have to actually move towards something that is no longer aligned with that old you. So taking a look at the stories that you told in your past will no longer work for you. For example, if you take a look at the people at work who are, constantly looking to be seen, constantly competing with each other, it's a rough environment in terms of people competing for that top position, and you no longer feel like you want to be part of that race, then congratulations. That is a very good sign that you are wanting to break free from the matrix, from that hustle and bustle that everybody is kind of trying to work towards, and you are no longer feeling that you resonate with that pace. And so what you want to ask yourself is, do I still enjoy the work that I'm doing? Because it could be, looking at the people around you, you might be discouraged. So you really want to ask yourself, this is more of a deeper question that only you can answer. Does the work that I'm doing still bring me fulfillment? And if the answer to that is also no, then that is a very, very good sign for you to start considering, what might that shift look like that is going to help bring you that fulfillment. Now, it might be in a totally different field, totally new direction, but just experiencing what you're experiencing and starting to ask yourself these questions will help you move away from that old you to start building again. Now, the first thing you want to actually look out for and really pay attention to as you start to ask yourself those deeper questions about what would make you happy, what would feel soulful as you break away from your old identity and build yourself a new one, is taking a deeper look at your life's lessons. Now, for those that have a higher calling and a higher purpose that they're meant to step into, understand that everything that you've gone through in your life was by grand design and had its purpose. Now, let's say, for example, you had a really tough childhood. This could be a family situation, something on the outside, but maybe you spent a lot of years trying to overcome a particular challenge through your childhood and, finally did overcome that. Take a look at your life and take a look at those hard lessons that you went through and how you overcame them, because there's probably some golden nuggets in terms of your life lessons that you can actually help use towards helping the collective. This might be some challenges with family members, external extended family members. It could be an addiction that you battled for years and overcame. So really take a hard look at your life lessons, because those are going to help shape your purpose that you might want to step into. So take a look at the challenges, take a look at, your experience with them, the guidance that you might have received in overcoming them, and really hold on to that as you go into this deeper dive of what do I really want to do that will make me happy and also allow me to help the collective. Now, the second thing that you really want to pay attention to in terms of finding your true purpose is take a look at what you've been doing in your life so far. What is it that, the skills that you've accumulated over the years, maybe something that you're really, really good at. This could be, let's say you've been in the corporate world for so long and you know that you are an excellent person, I don't know, in finance. Maybe you are an excellent presenter. Whatever that looks like for you, whatever that, key skills, and maybe you want to draw a list of those things of what you were really, really good at in the corporate world. Hold on to that, because your purpose sometimes is, in between, not something brand new, but something that you've been designed to do, you've mastered over the years, and now you can use it in a different way as you shift towards looking at what really makes you happy. It might be that you can use those same set of skills that you used in the corporate world, but now you become an entrepreneur, or something that you do for yourself and then teach others how to do it as well. So draw a list of all of those things that you've been excellent at and that knowledge that you've really acquired that you would love to repurpose, actually. And that is another golden nugget that can help you lead you to your purpose. Now, the third thing you want to pay attention to in terms of moving towards your purpose is new skills you'd like to acquire, new passions that you'd like to explore, and of course, new interests and certifications you might need. Now, not everything is going to come from your past. There may be some new things that you need to learn and grab along the way in order to really recycle some of the stuff that you've done in the past and really create it and give it a totally new form as you move into this world of creation. And so take a look at what you'd like to do and what you'd like to really be. For example, maybe, the idea of therapy has really intrigued you for so many years, but you never really got around to doing it because it was very distinct from what you've been doing in the past. That might be an avenue that you might wish to explore and get the right certifications and the requirements and education in order to be able to fulfill that role. Now, the one thing you want to be cognizant of is never allow fear to hold you back. You have to remember that you are moving away from those lower states of consciousness, and therefore anything that is, low in vibration in terms of how am I going to survive making, being a therapist where I'm just depending on clients to come to me. All of that kind of needs to go. You are moving in towards a higher vibration. That is the whole purpose of your awakening, is to stop living your life from a place of fear and really moving towards being free, understanding that abundance will flow to you no matter where you go. And, as you start to work towards doing something that is from the heart and helping others, you will find your abundance no matter where you go. So really take a look at new interests, new passions from a wider lens, from where you will find that joy and peace and happiness versus being restricted towards how the old you would have operated, which would have been, oh my God, I won't survive, unless I make this much money, I won't be okay. How am I going to feed my family? You have to be able to really rewire your beliefs, because that is a huge, huge part as you kill off these old identities that you've been clinging to that told you that you weren't good enough, you couldn't survive in a XYZ profession. Will all have to go in order for you to really thrive as you move in this new direction. Thank you so much for listening. I really hope this video was helpful. God bless.